Yeah.
What are you gonna say?
Welcome back to the A2J podcast with your host, Aaron, Joss, and Jaden.
Can I kick him? Alright, let's go. Oh, why do we have a Faithful Young People Club server?
What? That's a you thing, my guy. We're
That's,
not in that shit,
It
bro.
says
I'm not
invite
in that.
invite to server Faithful Young People Club. Why do I have that?
Yo, that's a you, yo, Aaron, bro. I don't know what you're doing, but
Oh
I
my
don't have
Yeah,
that
god.
shit.
Oh my god. That's the name of Raymond's Discord for his gaming stuff.
mm-hmm.
Yo, someone's gotta have a talk with Raymond, bro.
Yeah, that's a wild one. Alright. I mean that's only two Discords I have, so I'm assuming that's Raymond's. Alright, ready? Jay.
Okay,
Lights, camera,
Five.
action.
5, 4. Jaden,
That was nice.
bro, are you gonna do our intro or are we gonna be waiting for you all night? Holy shit, bro. This guy fell asleep.
Welcome back to the A2J podcast with your host, Jaden, Joss, and Aaron. Today we're talking about, I don't even know what we're talking. I think it's Champions League. I think.
For everyone watching this at home, yes, I'm just as tired of this shit as you are. Yes, today we're talking about the review and the recap of the round of 16 and all of its plethora of amazing moments and some not so amazing moments, VAR, and our predictions for the quarterfinal. Hopefully, we'll see how the time goes. Starting us off today, a quite interesting game at the end of the second leg. The whole two legs weren't that fun to watch. Juve Porto 4-4 with Porto away through on away goals. What are you guys' thoughts?
I
Could
think
have
it
been
was a
different if the
crazy
pen was
tie.
given.
It could have been different if Ronaldo got his pen at the end. Well, that was a pretty crazy tie, if you ask me. And quite frankly, Juve were nothing special, and Porto did deserve the win.
I think Ronaldo looked human for once. I'll be honest with you. Like that free kick that went in from like 30 yards where he turned his back. I'm sorry, that's like number one rule on the pitch. You can't be doing that. I don't care who you are, Ronaldo. You cannot be doing that. That's a shame.
Yeah, I don't know about number one rule of the pitch, but that's definitely up there. Like, you don't jump and turn when you're in the wall.
It's gonna have ripple effects this summer because I don't think Ronaldo's staying this summer. I think. How old is he? Like almost
MLS,
34, 35?
MLS,
I think
MLS.
he's. I think he might make a return to Madrid.
They actually
Or
denied that. I think I saw a report today. They denied that.
yeah, but they always deny that, and
But think
you
about it.
know,
Are you really wanting to pay his exorbitant? That's the wrong word at all.
Exorbitant.
That's the
Exorbitant.
one. That's the one.
Exorbitant.
Whatever the big word is for his salary every year. Like, come on, no one's doing that.
I
But
think I think depending on how the tie goes next week or the week after with Liverpool, maybe Real Madrid might be desperate because Hazard really hasn't played out.
oh my god, I forgot Hazard was still there.
Yeah, and Bale's going back to
Nah,
Real too.
Oh, okay. You know we gotta talk about that at another segment. How
Yeah,
he
we
said
gotta
that
make a
he's
whole. We gotta make a video just about Bale. I've been saying it.
He
I
said-
got so much to say about this guy.
he said he's using Tottenham for training, and that fucking killed
Leave
me.
it.
Yeah.
We gotta save this for our next
So
video.
overall,
Jeez.
Porto did amazing. They surprised me, and Juve really they fumbled the bag.
Let me say
Good
something
job.
about
Yes.
Porto. Yo, Pepe. What? Since when is this guy? Since when is this guy a superstar again, bro? What the heck?
Bro.
Anyways,
Okay. Did you ever see him when he had his big afro?
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, that was the good old Pepe. But
he was killing it. He did good. And I think Juve. We've seen that Juve has failed their Ronaldo experiment. In my opinion, they brought him there to win a Champions League, and they're not able to do it. It's not his fault.
if
It's
they
the
had
whole team.
Ronaldo like 4 years ago, then they would have clean sweeped the Champions League. But too late.
Juve shit the bed. They could have won Champions League 2-3 times between like 2013 and now. But anyways,
agree. Oh, well.
next eye.
Next one, Dortmund and Sevilla. This one, I think we were pretty much spot on. It's going to be a high goal scoring affair. Dortmund went through 5-4 on aggregate, and Haaland showed us why he's next up.
What were our predictions and what was the final score?
I think I had 6-4 for Dortmund. Jas had 5-4 for Dortmund, and Jaden had 5-3, and the score was 5-4. So Jackson, I have a biscotti for you. Next time I see you, that's your gift.
That's a great prize. I can dip it in my tea. It'll be great.
Oh my god, that's a smart idea. But yeah, I think Haaland showed us that he's the real deal. I mean, he always shows us this, but I think to be the real deal, you have to keep showing us. And so far, he's been doing it. And Dortmund's a real fun team to watch in the Champions League for sure.
Good job,
I'm
Haaland.
glad that we were right in the end. But for me, it came down to Dortmund's defense is horrific. They don't really have much going on in the midfield, even though they have amazing names there. But it came down to me that they have an absolute superstar in front that can change games basically at will.
Which is
And
the beauty.
Sevilla doesn't have that. And that's
Beauty
it.
of the Champions League, that's all you need. You need a game changer,
So-
and you can just get a little bit of luck, and you're good.
Something that doesn't get highlighted enough is Sancho played really well,
Yeah.
during both legs. Obviously, he's overshadowed by Holland at this point, but he played really, really well, and he stepped up too. So
And
good job,
absolutely,
Dortmund,
they're still young, so it's still a lot of time. Next up,
and good job, Sevilla, for trying.
big shocker.
Entertaining, yeah.
Yeah, it was an entertaining game. But big shocker to the next one. PSG absolutely destroyed Barcelona. And, like, I feel bad for Messi. Like, he needs help. Like, he has a good team, but, like, it's just, like, everything just doesn't click when they get on the pitch sometimes. Sometimes they
This
can walk
was
it off
another
the
one.
park.
This is another one that's gonna have big ramifications and big ripple effects in the summer. It's gonna be weird seeing no Messi and no Ronaldo deep into the Champions League, just because we've been so accustomed to one of them playing far into the Champions League.
I think,
How
wasn't there a
many years?
stat that this is, like, the first time in ages that neither of them were in the quarterfinals or something like
Yeah,
that?
like 10
Since
years or
2000,
something.
since 2005,
Oh, my God.
2005 or 2007, one of the two.
I'm
2005 or
sorry,
2007.
16 years?
Shout out both
Oh
those
my
years. Liverpool made the
God.
finals. Jaden, if you know.
Anyways, yeah, and PSG really played well across both legs. Mbappe is also a superstar.
Yeah.
Proved all of us wrong. Not all of us. I was on his side, but certain Jason and Aaron weren't really on his side. They
You know
thought
what?
Barca could have done it, but
What were our predictions? Sorry.
For
we
predictions,
you got
we had
we all said Barca was winning, but I thought Mbappe could do it.
we all had Barca winning, and it was 2-1, 3-0, 4-2. So we were completely off on that.
But
one.
hey,
I said 3-0.
but hey,
Yeah.
the day before the first match, he asked Pochettino how many times you beat Barca. He said once. He said, "I bet you're about to win again tomorrow," and he did it.
So yeah, you gotta rate the confidence. You gotta rate it. But
Yeah,
that would be a good segment to compare Haaland and Mbappe and see where their futures go.
Yeah.
Yo,
For PSG as well, man, they played as a team. It wasn't just Mbappe. They played really good together, and I'm scared. Anyhow.
Yeah,
They played
I,
well,
I,
yeah.
I like their coach right now. I like their coach is doing well. But next up, a surprise a little bit based on not a surprise in the result, but surprise on how quote unquote easy they walked through. Liverpool 4-0 against Leipzig. I think Liverpool kind of said screw the Premier League and they really focused on the Champions League because all of their best performances this year have been in the Champions League, and like they did 2 back-to-back shutouts, 2-0. Not much else to say. It was pretty uneventful except for the 4 goals. That was pretty much it.
What were our predictions?
We had 4-2, 4-2, and 4-1 by Jaden. So, I mean,
Jaden's closest. Nice.
Jaden got the closest. He had the least faith in Leipzig. I mean, Leipzig could have easily scored 2 goals. I'll be real with you. Watching the games, they
Yeah.
had the chances. They just didn't finish.
But they also played not good. Like
In the first
their
game,
defense was in shambles. I don't know why. They have such a good defense usually, but
in the first
Salah
game,
and Mane were too much.
in the first game, we only won because Leipzig only made 2 mistakes.
Yeah.
Second game, having what's his name? Having Fabinho back in number 6. Not number 6. What was it? Wait.
Yeah, number
As
Yeah,
a
6.
number
CDM,
6. What am I
whatever.
saying? Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Back at CDM. Back at CDM. That really changed the game because it lets Thiago do what Thiago does. Thiago had his best performance in a Liverpool shirt that second leg. He could have easily gotten. We could have easily had a third goal, but Mane decided to head the ball into the ground. I don't know why. If you can find Mane, we have a $10,000 reward out for him right now.
Oh, don't get me.
I can't-
Please don't start this. I don't even want to talk about
I
Mane,
can't-
man.
I can't seem to find him. There may have been a text sent into the group chat where I think somebody went around to Liverpool's training ground and snatched up all their hairlines and also snatched up their
Oh,
soccer abilities.
no.
That may have been a text into the group chat that day. We don't know. Maybe it will be confirmed in a future episode. Yeah,
It's
decent
fine.
performance, but decent performance first leg. Good performance second leg by Liverpool.
And
I think it was
Good
over
job.
after the first leg. They couldn't come back. Leipzig didn't get their chances. That's it. That's the tie.
It was a good run overall. Next up, we have
Dominant
Real Madrid.
performance.
Definitely not dominant. We had Real Madrid against Atalanta. They won 4-1. We predicted 4-3, 4-3, and 3-1. Jaden's the only one with a 3-1 in favor of Real Madrid. So he had a little bit of faith in them. Me and Jason clearly couldn't see it. And you know what? Benzema is a quiet stud. He keeps performing in every game. Not much else to say.
Yeah,
Told you.
I didn't account for Benzema being Benzema. And also there was the red card in the first leg, and I think after that it was pretty much over.
To be fair, yeah, Atalanta really
I
kind of
wish
gave away.
I wish it was a more fair tie from the beginning, but Real really strung it together. They played well. They deserved that win, and they deserved it by that margin too.
Yeah, I mean, watching it too wasn't the most interesting game, and neither was the next one. City and 4-0 over Mönchengladbach. We all pretty much got that 5-1, 4-2, and 4-0 for City. Jaden actually got it correct because somehow Jaden's smart. But that game, I don't know if any of you guys watched much of it, but completely boring outside of De Bruyne's banger, pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a
Mönchengladbach-
dominant game.
Mönchengladbach was
Across
the
both
most
legs.
disappointing team by far in all of Champions League this year.
That's how I picture
It was-
if you put us in men's league against Man City and we're just all scared. That's how I
It
feel.
was so
Hey.
embarrassing to watch. But you know what? Given their domestic form's also trash, we probably should have seen the writing on the wall.
But hey, they still made it to the quarterfinals, which is something overachieving for Mönchengladbach.
They
So
made
good
it to
job,
round
boys.
16, but
Sorry, round of 16. Good job, boys.
I mean,
they made it further last year, didn't they?
I don't know if they did,
I
but
mean,
good job, boys.
I'd rather go out
Regardless.
playing well than go far and never play well, but I mean, that's me.
Mhm.
But next one's also pretty straightforward, easy shut case. Bayern 6-2 against Lazio. We all, including Jason, had a little bit more faith in Lazio. We had 5-2, 5-3, 5-2. But, I mean, we all knew that Bayern was winning. That was like the easiest money bet ever. If you had all the money in the world, you put it down on Bayern, it's guaranteed.
I didn't want to jinx it. So I didn't make it a big deal, but honestly, that could have easily been like 10-1. Like,
I think the
was-
biggest thing from this Champions League I'm learning is that Upamecano and Bayern's going to be scary.
yeah.
That's what I'm seeing.
Lazio just, again, they didn't it seemed like they didn't want to attack. They kind of wanted to sit back, and they never even got counterattacks. They scored 2 goals, which were just basically defensive errors, obviously. But they got slapped.
I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, Bayern's defense isn't the most solid right now, so if they're not posing any attack, then there's no chance. Like,
Yeah, they just got to try. Like, throw a ball up there and go for it. You got quick players, but I don't know. Easier said than done, I guess.
Yeah, that is true. We're talking like we play football on a serious level, but whatever. Next up, we got Chelsea 3-0 against Madrid. And what do we have here? We had 3-1, Jason had 2-1, and Jane had 4-1, all in favor of Atletico. So we were all wrong on that one.
I'm so mad. Atletico didn't make it through. I absolutely despise Chelsea and any other English team other than Liverpool, but hey, it happens.
I mean, the only good news is apparently Liverpool are looking to get Suarez now for next year, which
Liverpool, I've seen Liverpool literally linked with every other player
Liverpool's
and their
linked with
mom at
everyone.
this
also
point.
very true.
I've seen in the last 3 days them being linked to Christian Pulisic. I've seen them being linked with Coutinho again. I've seen them being linked with Luis Suarez. I don't know,
Jason
man.
Bala, that's a big one.
Upamecano, like everyone. They're going to get everyone, apparently, but whatever.
They're linked with David Alaba again, even though he's already agreed to
Yup.
deal with Real Madrid, bro. It's messed up. Anyways,
What do
I'd
you
be
think
happy if he
overall?
comes to Liverpool.
Overall, sum up the round of 16, Jaden, in one sentence. What'd you feel?
What's a word I can use to describe it? Flabbergasted.
Flabbergasted, really.
I don't think it was too crazy. I think it was a lot of entertaining matches in there, a lot of disappointing stuff, but also lots of moments of greatness. And I don't think we could ask for any more or any less from
Speaking
the
about
greatest football competition in the world.
Speaking about entertaining matches, I think we can look ahead to the next round, which every single match is entertaining. This is
Yeah.
you usually have one game in every Champions League, like every round that's kind of the weaker one.
Marquee.
Every single game in this one is going to be exciting. I
Yeah,
usually
I mean-
only in the Champions League. Usually only watch Liverpool, and if there's another big game. But I think in this one, I'm gonna watch every single one because you have
That's what we like.
City
to do.
versus City versus Dortmund. The return of Jadon Sancho back to England, back to City, the club that basically raised him. You're gonna see Holland against City, which is gonna be very interesting to see how that works. We got a replay of last year's final, PSG versus Bayern. Let's see if Mbappe can turn up again against Bayern's so-so defense at times, as per Justin. We got Liverpool and Madrid, which is, to me, the
Be honest, we're
kind
scared a
of
little
biggest
bit.
one.
We're a little scared. Let's be honest.
The little fear, if Sergio Ramos, if you're hearing this, bro, if you touch any one of the front three, you're catching it still. Don't even come to Toronto, bro.
The Toronto man is coming out. That's how scared. Be
You're
scared,
done.
Sergio.
You're done. I'll come to Madrid too. If my passport doesn't get revoked, I'll come. Anyways, and then we got Chelsea versus Porto, which is going to be really entertaining. Like, people say it might not be entertaining, but when you got two, like, okay, I'm going to say it. They're the two weaker teams in the Champions League this season. But when you got two like kind of mid-tier teams, it's always an exciting match. It's like in the Premier League where you have like two mid-table teams who are really good. Like if you have a Wolves versus Aston Villa, you know you're in for a good you're in for a good game. This is gonna be a good game. I'm really excited for this game.
You know what?
So we didn't do too great with our round of 16 predictions. We got some of them right. We got some of them close. We had like maybe I think we got like 2 out of all of those choices correct.
Like spot
and
on.
a little iffy for the rest. So we're gonna redo this. We're gonna run it back for the quarterfinals, and hopefully our skills as pundits have increased a little bit since then. So let's go through game to game. Or Aaron, did you have anything to say in general about the quarterfinal matchups?
General, all I want to say is I think this is the first time in a while where all 8 teams are like marquee, known, like they have been big hitters at some point in the past. Like last year, I think we had some younger teams. Like all 8 of these teams are pretty solid teams overall, and I'm just excited.
I think
technically, all but one of those
last
teams have a Champions League under their belt at one point in their
just Dortmund, I believe, right? No, Dortmund and PSG, 2 of them.
Oh, Dortmund doesn't have one?
Does Dortmund have one? A while back?
City.
Wow, we're gonna have to really cut that.
Cut that. I was wrong.
Okay, hang on. Let me explain it a little bit better. Out of all the teams in the past 10 years, all the teams have won except for 3. City, Dortmund, and Dortmund's gone to a final, so I'll give it to him, and PSG. Every other team has won. Porto's won under Jose Mourinho. Wait, did they win? Yeah, they did win. Bayern won twice. Real Madrid won however many times. Who cares?
Dortmund has one.
Yeah, like way back, right? But my point was all teams at this point are all like solid big teams and like all have a reasonable, viable chance of winning. Mm-hmm. Like you don't look at any of these teams like, nah, they're definitely not gonna win. Even Porto and Chelsea, you still think that if they could pull off the right, like they get a lucky goal here and there, they could win. Did you see Porto their last game? They were scoring some banger free kicks and shit. Like, they could do it.
Whoever the winner of that fixture has to face the winner of Liverpool Real Madrid. So good luck, Porto.
All right, whatever. We'll start off with Jadon today. Real Liverpool. Both legs. What's your prediction?
God. Liverpool 4-3. Liverpool turn up in the Champions League. Let's hope Fabinho gets to play in the 6. And Thiago can turn up again. Thiago, I heard it on Sky Sports a couple weeks ago. Jamie Carragher was saying Thiago's a really good Champions League player. Premier League is the hardest league in the world. It is so physical, and you in order to come back the physicality, you have to either be physical yourself or you have to be very, very skillful to the point where you're able to get past other players' physicality because you're skillful with the ball. But I think Thiago's made for this challenge. He's going to turn up again. I hope and pray to God Mane is found and can play. I mean, the man hasn't had a day off in the last like 3 years. So I mean,
He'll be fine.
maybe this
He'll be fine. Don't worry about it. You're stressing too much.
we had
Take a deep
we
breath.
had
Hey, I know you're a Liverpool fan. Take a deep breath. It'll be perfectly
Li-
fine.
Liverpool
Stress.
Liverpool had 3 weeks off, so
It'll be
I
fine.
really hope and pray to God every single night. I've been praying every single night,
Keep praying.
and I mean every single.
All
I
right,
pray
so
every
you
single
said 4-3
night.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
I said
Jason,
4-3 Liverpool.
what do you got, Jason?
This one's going to be, I think, the closest of them all. I can see this going to penalties on a 3-3, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Wow.
Who's winning
Yeah,
the
not
penalties?
even-
Don't cop out.
Not
Wait,
even
we
on a
can't
away
even- wait.
goal.
Oh yeah, it can go to penalties 3-3.
Yeah, both of them win 2-1.
2-1, 2-1.
Yeah, but
2-1,
who's
2-1,
winning
yeah.
on penalties? Don't cop out.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Who's gonna win on penalties? I'm gonna go against the grain and say Real. Hurt y'all feelings.
No, that's fine. We want haters.
Just just in case Real wins, you guys are doubly upset.
Bro, I promise you.
Just know I know where
promise
you live. Just remember that.
No, I promise you. I promise you one thing. If Real wins, we're not doing Champions League content for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
We're turning into a
I'll come
basketball
on
only channel.
myself, bro, for
you,
when Bayern gets
you guys at
Feel
home
free, bro.
will have a one-on-one time with Justin, and you guys have
There
fun.
we go.
You feel free. I'm not coming back.
I
on
got
this show.
Liverpool.
Solo broadcasting
Do that.
career.
I got Liverpool as a 3-2 because I think it's going to be close, but I cannot, in good conscience, go against my squad. City
Fair
Dortmund.
enough.
I think City. I don't want to say it, but I think City will win. But Holland would be tough for them. But I think City have been too good this year that they need to lose to a team like Bayern if they're gonna lose. So I think 4-2 City.
I was gonna say 4-2 as well. I think City's gonna be dominant again, but Holland scores the weirdest goals, so I think I think he can pop 2 in. But also, this will be the fixture that will completely screw up our predictions.
Facts, I agree.
We're gonna say 4-2, and Jason's gonna say whatever Jason's gonna say, but
Jaden,
none of us
4-2
will be right.
4-2 for who?
4-2 City. I said City will be dominant, but Holland will get 2 crazy goals in because he can score from crazy. He scores the craziest goals. Anyways, but we're gonna get this one wrong. I already know that.
Jason?
3-1 City. I like Dortmund. I like their players. They're not good. As a team, they're just not good. They can't contend with the City offense, and City's defense is very solid. And really, all I can see is Haaland maybe getting a good goal out of some individual brilliance, but there's going to be no penetration from Dortmund into Man City. The midfield is going to be all Man City run, and it's going to be basically Manchester City trying to score on a weak Dortmund defense, which they're going to do 3 times.
Tell me you're a Bayern fan without telling me you're a Bayern fan.
I really
I
saw
don't-
that
I
Bayern
like
bias.
Alright,
No, I like Dortmund. I wish they'd win, but City's too good.
yeah, if we're being
Wink, wink,
realistic,
nudge,
that makes sense.
Dortmund's 6th in the Bundesliga.
That is tough, yeah. But Bayern and PSG, I think this is like the real. Like Real and Liverpool is the big game, but because they're not at their best, I would say Bayern and PSG is kind of the fun matchup. Really seeing Lewandowski against Mbappe and seeing how that goes.
It's gonna be really interesting, especially
What do you
because
think,
of
Jake?
last year's final.
Actually, Jason, you know what? This is your team. You go ahead. Tell us first.
Okay, I can go first. I gotta go with my boys. Bayern. It's gonna be a replay of last year's finals, I think. Except, I feel like PSG is better. They've been playing better as a team, but I also think that Bayern's also better. So
I feel PSG is better, but I also feel Bayern is also better.
putting-
They are
Bayern
better.
3-2.
They're both better.
They are
since it's
both
over-
the betterest.
since it's over 2 legs, actually, it's definitely better that it's over 2 legs for Bayern. 100%. Because on a one-off, PSG could beat us. But over 2 legs, I think Bayern's just too good. I think it's going to be a 3-2. Hopefully, we see some goals, unlike last time. But
Yeah,
I
last
say
year's
it's
Champions
gonna
League
be
was
3-2.
3-2.
last year's Champions League. Ever since the restart, it was all only one game. So maybe that had something to do with Bayern winning. Who knows? Anyways,
Nah, Bayern's better over 2 legs.
Definitely not true, but okay. I
Anyways.
think I'm with you, Justin. I believe in Bayern. Don't believe in their defense. So I don't know, man. You know what? I'm gonna go against the grain because fuck you, and I'm gonna go PSG wins 3-1.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you're betting on Bayern scoring 1 goal over 2 legs?
Yep. You know what?
Not the smart man's bet, is it?
A good thing there's no money on this, isn't it? Jade, what do you got?
I'm just trying to make Jackson mad because he showed obvious Bayern bias when he was talking about Dortmund. So I'm gonna go PSG 4-3. I hope Kylian Mbappe wipes the floor with you clowns. I'd rather face if Liverpool gets to the final, which I pray and I hope to God that we win it this year. I'd rather face PSG in the finals than face Bayern in the finals. So 4-3 PSG.
4-3
4-3 is
PSG. That's not a bad guess. I think mine's definitely the wild card one here, because 1 goal for Bayern doesn't sound realistic in my head, but I just want to be difficult. Finally,
That game will be played in the midfield though. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
it'll be-
Whoever's midfield can be more dominant and technical. That's who's winning it.
So you said you said whichever midfield is going to be more dominant and technical,
So just
and then
say
you gave it to
Kimmich.
PSG.
Yeah, just give it to Kimmich, bro. If you go strikers and say Mbappe's gonna have a world,
Don't forget about Goretzka too. That guy's not a joke.
is he? I thought he was injured.
Oh no,
He's
he's
back
back.
now?
Maybe.
Yeah, he had COVID. He's back.
Okay. Porto, Chelsea. I think
Do we need to talk about this one?
I-
It's not even, no, okay.
I think we're all gonna be wrong regardless, but Tuchel's really turned around Chelsea since he's come in, so I think they can win a hard fought, like a 2-1 thing, or even wilder 2-2, where they score 2 away goals and go through.
Porto. Okay.
No, Chelsea.
Oh, Chelsea. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like Chelsea. I don't like Tuchel. Mason Mount's pretty good though. Played really well today. If anybody watched the England game, but yeah, I'm gonna go Porto 3-2.
Also, didn't England versus Farmers or something today?
Yes, they did play a game where some of the players on the other team were part-time plumbers, part-time electricians. I'm pretty sure one was a 16-year-old kid that they hyped up, and he has math class tomorrow morning.
Can you imagine?
This has not yet been confirmed, but it could be very true.
Can you imagine having
But
to
hey.
go play against Mason Mount and then you gotta do your EQAO when you get home?
But hey,
This guy said EQAO.
let's see how the Euros turn out.
Jason, round us off. Porto, Chelsea. Who do you got?
I believe in Chelsea winning it 3-1. They're in good form. I could see them getting some goals. They're looking much better right now. I don't have much to say. I didn't watch the Porto games.
And even when you do, Chelsea and Porto aren't the most attractive team at the moment, despite having Havertz, Werner, and all these great players.
Yeah, and they're default losing in the next round to me. So
Honestly, I'll give you that. If Bayern get through, even
No.
if PSG get through, they're losing.
No, they're on our side.
they face Liverpool, Real. So
Yeah. You're right.
They're on our side of the bracket.
Yeah,
It's not like regular Champions League. It's not like regular Champions League where everybody draws.
Yeah, you're right.
either way, they
This
all.
This is really weird. Every other year, you don't know who you're gonna face because they
No, I
redraw.
think,
This year, you know who
I
you're
don't
gonna
think
face.
they redraw after the quarters. I think the quarters and semis are done together.
Is it?
Yeah.
I feel like it's drawn. Okay. Anyways,
But
good
Jane, take us
predictions,
away.
boys. Good predictions, boys. So just as a quick recap, we had Liverpool winning. Jason had Real Madrid winning because he's a loser. We all had City winning. We all had actually.
How about this?
Two of us had
How about this?
PS.
Right here, right beside me. Jane is gonna put all the scores so you can read and I'll listen. More work for you, buddy.
I'm gonna say it. Two of us had PSG winning. One of us had Bayern winning. Wait, Aaron, did you have PSG winning? I can't even remember.
Yeah, I had PSG winning.
Yeah, you guys both have
Okay.
because they're both hacks.
Two of us have PSG winning. One of us has Porto winning. Two of us have Chelsea winning. Let's see. Last time in the predictions, we got a few spot on ones, which I was surprised about. But hey, who knows? You never know with Champions League football. Aaron, take us away.
Thank you, everyone. It's been from A2J podcast and from us to you. Thanks for joining us on our Champions League recap and predictions for next week or whenever it is. Thanks for joining us. Peace.
Peace.